everybody from the Irish Wine Co-op, Crude Jordan headquarter, Main Street. Today we are talking about and answering a few questions that I had since we started the project in September 2019. Well, first of all, why a 6 by 12 meter polytunnel and why 300 bottle? Imagine that 300 bottle is the equivalent almost of a little bit more of a barrel of wine. If you look at the barrel that you see in the French and Italian winery, or if you imagine the barrel that were inside the Guinness factory courtyard, that barrel is 220 liter. Okay, 220 liter make 293 bottle because one bottle is 0.75 liter. So 6 by 12 it seems to me the size that will allow us to have one barrel of wine for each of the polytunnel. Also, you have to know that usually the coefficient of transformation between the solid grapes and the liquid wine is around 0.5, 0.7, 0.8, which means that for one barrel of wine, in order to make one barrel of wine, you need almost the volume of 2 barrels of grapes in order to have 1 barrel, or a little bit more because it's 0.7, 0.5 very dry here. Okay, and so this one will allow each of the Irish Wine Co-op member in time, if they feel confident enough, what I would advise is to follow us and being member and bring the grapes to our future communal winery, learn the technique. Once then the base of the winemaking are learned, as for example the base of how to play a piano. It's not rocket science to make wine. It's not rocket science to make to learn how to play an instrument. But once each of the members feel enough confident, what he needs is an amphor, the volume of 2 barrels, to be put in their own shed or in their own basement and do wine all alone. Because that's the goal of the Irish Wine Co-op, is to be able to transfer knowledge that is common in France and is common in Italy, here in Ireland, to everyone that wish to make their own wine. How to make wine and what are the key elements in order to make wine. First of all, here in the Irish Wine Co-op we don't make wine. Wine makes itself all alone. It's the yeast and the bacteria that transform sugar and acidity part of the grapes in alcohol. It's for sure not the humans, meaning that somehow it's a little bit like we don't say honey maker, we say beekeeper, right? And the philosophy that we have in here is the same philosophy that many of the natural winemakers have around Europe, meaning that, and in the world, meaning that in order to make wine, you have to have a very healthy and very happy vineyard. Once you have a very healthy and you did a good job, a great job in the vineyard, and you harvest the grapes in the right moment, and you work in a clean environment, nothing happens than the grapes to transform themselves spontaneously with indigenous yeast into wine. It's a little bit like human female human getting pregnant. The female of this human species getting pregnant, or mammals getting pregnant. If the mom is happy and nothing, with all the tests that we can do, we see that nothing is out of order. A pregnancy goes to go accomplished with no complication. And of course, if we see that there are complications in the mom, or there are complications in terms of, for example, balance in the grapes, then we have some instruments to help both the mom or the grapes to be transformed into wine. So I think I said a little bit of everything that I wanted to say to this video. Thanks again for the attention and have a nice day.